Imagine a world where every pope's fate has been foretold nearly 1,000 years ago, right down to the last pope, who could bring about the end of the church and even the world itself. That's the legend surrounding the prophecy of the popes, attributed to a 12th century Irish saint named Malachy. These prophecies are so detailed and strangely accurate that they've fascinated and terrified believers for centuries. Could we really be witnessing the last days of the papacy? Welcome to Fact Frenzy, where we bring you bite-sized, mind-blowing information on a wide range of topics. Today, we're delving into the controversial and mysterious prophecies of St. Malachy, predictions that claim to outline the fate of every pope, including the very last one. St. Malachy, born in 1094 in Ireland, was not just any clergyman. He was known for his deep spirituality, miracles, and even healing powers, but his most enduring legacy is the so-called prophecy of the popes. According to legend, while visiting Rome in 1139, Malachy had a vision of 112 future popes, each described by a short Latin phrase. The list was reportedly presented to Pope Innocent II, but remained hidden in the Vatican archives until its publication in 1595 by a Benedictine monk named Arnold de Wyon. Here's where it gets fascinating. The prophecies accurately describe many popes with striking detail. For instance, the phrase, "religion depopulated," is attributed to Pope Benedict XV, who reigned during World War I, a time when the Church lost many followers. Pastor et nota, meaning pastor and sailor, is linked to Pope John III, who had served as the Patriarch of Venice, a city symbolized by water. But these aren't just vague coincidences. Some of the prophecies are downright eerie. Take Pope John Paul II, for example, who is described as de labor solis, or from the labor of the sun. This prophecy is often connected to the fact that he was born during a solar eclipse in 1920 and was buried during another solar eclipse in 2005. This uncanny correlation stunned believers and fueled the fire of those who see Malachy's list as a genuine mystical prediction. But what about recent popes? Pope Benedict XVI, whose motto is Gloria Olivae, or the glory of the olive, was linked to the olive branch symbol of peace. Some also connect this prophecy to the Benedictine order, which had an olive branch as one of its symbols. While not directly part of the order, Benedict chose his papal name, which some believe symbolized a connection to peace during a turbulent time for the Church. Then comes Pope Francis, whose description is Petrus Romanus, or Peter the Roman, the last pope in Malachy's vision. Although Francis doesn't directly fit this title, some argue that his humble, reformative nature embodies the qualities of the Church's founding figure, St. Peter. The prophecy describes this final pope as one who will feed his sheep in many tribulations, and during his reign, Rome will be destroyed. It's this dark prediction that has many wondering, are we on the brink of something catastrophic? Skeptics, of course, argue that the prophecies are a hoax, possibly crafted in the late 16th century to sway the election of Pope Urban VII. Critics point to the fact that the prophecies only started to gain traction after their publication in 1595, casting doubt on their authenticity. They also argue that many of the connections between the mottos and the popes are tenuous, retrofitting phrases to fit historical facts. Yet, it's hard to deny that some of these prophecies seem uncannily accurate. One of the more controversial descriptions is of Pope Clement XIII, described as Rosa Umbria, or the Rose of Umbria. This pope was known for his ties to the Franciscan order, which was founded in Umbria, Italy, and often associated with the rose symbol. Another compelling example is Pope Pius VI, who was labeled Peregrinus Apostolicus, or the Apostolic Pilgrim. And he was indeed a pilgrim pope, traveling extensively, including being exiled during the French Revolution. Now here's the question that keeps believers up at night. If St. Malachy's prophecies are true, does that mean the Catholic Church is living through its final days? The current Pope Francis is seen by some as fulfilling the ominous description of Peter the Roman. His unconventional papacy, his focus on humility and reform, and the turbulent state of the world have led many to draw unsettling parallels with Malachy's final vision of a church under siege. Whether you view these prophecies as a divine revelation, a medieval hoax, or simply a curious piece of historical fiction, one thing is certain: they've captivated imaginations for centuries. The notion that the fate of the Catholic Church could have been written nearly 1,000 years ago adds an air of mystery and unease to every new papal election. So, what do you think? Are St. Malachy's prophecies real, or are they just an elaborate piece of medieval storytelling? Could we truly be living in the era of the last pope, or will the Church continue to endure against all odds? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoyed this video? Don't forget to like, follow, comment and share. Let's keep the conversation going. Who knows what other ancient secrets are yet to be uncovered?